Hi guys, me again. This is an entry video into the 100 years RAF anniversary. I am building a 148 Mustang at the moment, and I think it's because it's 148 that I'm losing the mojo on this, so I want to go back, if you like, to my roots and build a 172nd kit for at least one of my entries. So I picked this up from a local shop, the Airfix Curtis Tomahawk Mark 2B. I have got other Tomahawks that I've built. I've got one in American colours, I've got one in desert British colours, so I'll have this one in like the brown green colours. And I've actually got a 148 Tomahawk that my good friend Charlie Mac sent me, which is up in the loft. But I can't do that for this build because the decals for it are Canadian, not British. So I'm hoping a nice straightforward build from Airfix. It is one of their newer ones, I think. Please focus, camera, thank you. Recessed panel lines. I'll get it out of the bag so we haven't got the glow. Just bear with me guys whilst I split my finger open on a blade because I'm doing things too quickly. Like Benny says, never prepared. Never prepared. I just thought I'd show you the panel lines on this. Very nicely reproduced, I think. Should accept a wash very nicely, just to highlight them a bit. Two sprues, there's the one, there's the other one, that's the fuselage, tail, propeller, intake and so on. So not much to it at all. As I say, I'm looking forward to building this, and I say that about all my builds and then don't finish half of them. Just the last thing to show is, I think, is the, so we got the glazing canopy there. It's got windows for either side of the back as well, which we got here. Sorry, those windows there. As you can see on the British one, the camouflage goes through there anyway. You only get one option for the aircraft frame, which is these. Not nice and colourful though, so it should be a nice colourful build. And the instructions, again, quite nicely detailed instructions. I'm hoping this will go together as well as their 172nd Mustang, which is my favourite kit. I'll just show you the back of the box because that's where the colour shout outs are. And what I'm going to try and do with this is, because I'm crap at using the airbrush, I've actually bought the rattle cans. I've actually bought the rattle cans for this. So that's the underside, that's the beige green. Then you got the dark brown, and then the dark green. So I'm hoping to do all this with rattle can to see if I can do a decent job of it. I bought myself some of this as well. I've never used it. Perfect plastic putty. But I've seen other people using it with looks like good results. So the one I've got is one with the applicator. Excuse me. So you throw that nozzle on the front of this, and away you go. So something new to try in the in the putty range. So that's basically it. As I say, I am looking forward to doing this because it's in the right scale, it's in the gentleman's scale. This video is going to be slightly different because I'm going to do it as one video, I hope. So intro, construction, painting, finale, all in one video. So I'll have to do some chopping and editing to try and fit it on something that's not too long. Anyway guys, until next time, I'll catch up with you soon. I'm just spending some time at the bench and watching some of your videos. At the moment I'm watching Charlie Mack's build update video that he recently did. So yeah, that was what I tend to do. I have your videos on whilst I'm melting plastic or cutting it off sprues. It makes it feel like I'm hobbying with somebody next to me, and it's a good feeling. Anyway, the reason for this video is to show you an update on the P40 that I'm doing. So let's is it Dog who says let's go bench down or something? Anyway, I'll just adjust the camera and we'll have a look where I am with the P40. So as you can see, I've basically done the sub assemblies. Fuselage halves together and the wings get together and the cockpit's sorted and the props together, and it's just a simple case of putting that on top of that, and there we go. The reason I've stopped at this point is that I want to be able to obviously access the cockpit in order to get the paint on it, and obviously the paint on the interior there as well. Some fit issues with the air intake here. You can see quite a big gap there, and there's some gap along here as well. And then I've noticed that when I do put that on there, obviously you can see that there's a bit of a gap there and a gap around the is this the top of the landing gear or something housing, but there's a bit of a gap there. So the plan is to paint the interior, then join the fuselage and the wings together, and then use the new perfect putty I've got, see how it goes, sand it down, and then we can start looking at painting it up. This putting this together took about 45 minutes. Nice straightforward build, no issues. I keep looking at this tail, this section here, because it looks as if it's drooped a bit, and I keep having to look at it to see if it has, but when I look at it down the fuselage it looks like it's okay. So I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, the next update, hopefully we'll have some paint on this. Okay, so the paint's been added to the build. For the brown I used Humbrol 29. For the green I used Revel 39, both acrylics. And for the underside I used Vallejo's green grey, because I hadn't got the colours in any one set. I've used plastic putty on this for the first time. Really impressed with that. Goes in great, stays there, wipes off with water. You know, really good job. I've got some tidying up to do on build. There's some seepage of the green and the brown onto the underside. I'll get that tidied up, and then the next thing will be to add a coat of future floor polish, pledge for floor polish to it, so that I can start putting the decals on. The kit has gone together really well, just as good as the Airfix Mustang. I'm very happy with this. Now, in an earlier part of the video I said that I would rattle can this, and I've got all the colours for it, but with the heat I was concerned that as soon as the paint was leaving the can it was going to start almost drying in the air, and once it reached the kit, it was just going to be ridiculous. What would the actual finish on it? So I played safe and went for the hairy stick and acrylic paint, as I say. I'll be back in a second or two. So the build's complete. All the painting's done and the panel lines have been done. This was a really enjoyable build. It was great fun. Went together really nice, as I think I mentioned before. If any of you guys are thinking of doing a P40 1/72 scale, then I would highly recommend this kit from Airfix. Okay, you only get the one decal choice, which is a British aircraft in the Middle East, but just throw some aftermarket decals if you want to make another variant. No issues with this at all. The only thing I've got left to do, but I can't do until I've sprayed the matte coat on this, is to fix the canopy and the side windows, which are why they're not fixed on at present. I can't matte paint it because I use an aerosol can, and I'm worried that the aerosol will start drying as it leaves the can and before it hits the actual model, so it'll do something funky all over the model, and I don't want to do that because that'll just ruin it. But there you are, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching this, and if you're not subscribed and you like what you see, then please do subscribe, and I'll catch up with you all soon.